the chalk drawings and the crayon drawings, the ones that succeeded one were very kind of flat drawings, that bold and flat and much more kind of patterny. The drawings you can't really see, can you? It's a drawing of a halogen lamp. So some people thought it was a computer or a TV or something. But some of them drew it so it's just like a cage with quite flat, straight lines. And obviously they all drew it from different viewpoints actually, because they sat in the room drawing it at once. But the ones on Pencil Island, they really favoured the more kind of 3D looking ones. So anyway, that wasn't I didn't really mean to talk about that particular version, but the experiment works like this, that I've done it with sets of 8 drawings, with sets of 5 or 6, and I've been running it with the psychologist who's also here, Dr. Julie Coultas. We've been running events where people could come and do that, and then they could do she's doing experiments about stories, passing stories on, so it was quite related. We called it myth, morphs and memes, and there will be, I'm sure there'll be more of those coming as well. So most of the ones I've been doing are just small filing cards as well, though this was a project with some funding and lots of support, but most of them I've been doing, these are obviously look bigger, but they're just the filing cards that you saw a slide of a box of those, didn't you? Further back, yeah, the little, and I've got some of them here. So as I said, yeah, they get to, from those set, that's a set of original drawings, and I quite like using ones done by children because they draw, well, for a start they draw quite bold, clear line drawings, and it's helpful if they're like that. They draw quite confidently in a way, but also they're quite idiosyncratic, and they might, it's quite a good starting point. It almost happened by accident, because the first time I did it was in the Fitzwilliam Museum, and it just suddenly seemed a nice idea to get children involved. But it seemed, otherwise I would, if I made all the drawings myself, then yeah, it's an interesting starting point anyway. So it becomes a competition, and people get quite competitive when they play it, because once you copy a drawing and you've taken out someone else's drawing, and then someone else can take out your drawing, and people come back to see if their drawing's still in. They get quite into the spirit of it. So I want to think about where I might go with this. Like it's not about visual perception in the same way as the others. It's not about recognising the objects. I've chosen objects that you might not recognise partly because I think that people will copy them, and well, people